Most of us are brought up to think that the wedding day is like a finish line. Even in fairy tales, the only thing that comes after the wedding is, and they lived happily ever after. But anyone who's been married for more than, say, a week will tell you that the wedding day is a lot less like a checkered flag and a lot more like a starting line. It's the start of a new adventure, and adventures are great if you're prepared. Take rock climbing, for instance. Scaling a rock wall is exhilarating and great exercise, but everyone knows you need to prepare for it. But what would happen if you didn't think to bring, say, a rope? It's the same thing in a marriage. Trials will come, arguments will happen, feelings will be hurt. After all, what is an adventure without some discomfort? But it all comes down to preparation. Studies suggest that every happily married couple has approximately 10 irreconcilable differences. That's 10 things that you simply cannot agree on. And yes, I said happily married. These are facts, they're going to happen. So the choice is yours. Option 1, you can go into marriage unprepared, hoping you'll figure it out as you go along. But let me warn you, this approach tends to make your differences and arguments fester and build until your wedding cake looks a little more like Mount Vesuvius. Option 2, prepare yourselves for the adventure. Premarital counseling or marriage education classes will inform you and your spouse and open your eyes to what's ahead. They can make the difference between being ready for the road ahead and going in blind. You and your spouse can handle almost any obstacle if you know what to expect. Take the time to prepare for your adventure, and you'll have what it takes to navigate the road ahead.
So there really are a lot of things that you can do before you walk down the aisle to get ready for your marriage. Because that is the starting line, and it's when things really get great. You can learn how to communicate effectively. We all have conflict, just like they were talking about the irreconcilable differences. We all have them. It's perfectly normal. It's what you do with them that can really build up your marriage or tear it down. So taking the time to learn how to manage the conflict and deal with it, talking about money, really having truthful conversations about in-laws and how we're going to handle that. If you do that on the front end before you walk down the aisle, I mean, trust me, your life will be so much richer. And it's not that you won't have hard times, you will. But you will be so much better prepared to handle them and then to keep putting one foot in front of the other and move forward. And your chances of having a healthy, lifelong marriage are significantly greater.